start at the beginning. Okay. Dive all the way back to the beginning.
So in kindergarten, my mom sent me to school with underpants when the elastic band was shot. And as I was walking off the bus, they slowly started creeping down. I didn't want to pull them off because I was like, everyone will see my bum. So I just walked into class with the underpants around my ankles. Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube page for Calm Down with Erin and Charissa. This is where you can watch all of our ridiculous conversations and fun interviews.
We have full shows. We've got pre-games, anything and everything that you guys could want. But first, you're going to have to subscribe. Just hit subscribe right there and you're good to go.
And now you can calm down with us.
Yep. Can you tell that we're reading this off a script? We hope so. All right. We need to calm down and wrap this bad boy up. Press subscribe. Thanks for listening.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeart Radio.
Well, welcome everybody to the Calm Down podcast, mid-July. My gal's looking a little LeBron's there with a beautiful backdrop. If you listen to the pregame show this week, we have got a lot to discuss. My gal already had a busy day today as we enter into the big show. Lots to discuss here. I am back on Instagram and I'm not sure my love-hate relationship with it because I have to talk about people saying the word obsessed. I got to talk about things. This one video that I saw that I sent to you. Actually, I think I sent it up the Calm Down podcast about how you know if your spouse or significant other is mad at you.
I didn't see it.
Oh my God, it's so funny. And it got me thinking about how we know if Jared or Steve's mad at us. We'll talk about that. Erin is taking up a new sport and also starts therapy. So everyone settle in.
It's a big week.
Your favorite beverage, your coffee, whatever it is that you do while you're listening to the podcast, because we're going to get into it. So, my darling, start us off. What would you like to talk about first?
I just noticed from one of our friends who was in a tennis skirt last week that her legs looked fire. I have a totally different body shape than hers. But listen, like I'm in a real hit cardio / Pilates era in my life, which I'm enjoying. But I also want to be out in the elements. I want to be adorable.
Sure.
I want to like try different things. I know I'm late to the pickleball experience. There's been a couple of times this week I wanted to try beginner lessons, but I just didn't have the courage to do it. So I looked at my better half and I said, will you please take me to the pickleball courts and we could try to get a little rally going? So
cute.
I went. I didn't love my outfit I showed up with. So I went right down to the pro shop and I bought a full-fledged outfit. And I don't care who's looking. And I did. And I even put the balls like up my shorts so I didn't have to run around and get them. You know the one.
That they do. I just watched Wimbledon yesterday and I was thinking to myself about like how cool that move is. And they hold like balls and they put in the skirt and the whole thing. And then you bend over and you tap. And then the serve.
Their legs are fire. Their cardio, like what they're able to do cardio. So here's the thing. I am going to take a lesson this week. I'm a little nervous about, but man, so many things to take from it. First of all, I haven't showered since I went. I threw this on because I had another meeting before this. So I am ripe and disgusting. Can't wait to shower after this. Cute. I don't know where the weight placement is, like when I'm like bouncing around. I know like I'm supposed to stay back in the middle so you can run up. I can also see why people get really, really injured. Such bursts, breaking, running. I want to kind of get good. I won't have any time during the season to do this, but I'm not going to lie to you. Every 5 seconds, I kept looking down at my legs being like, how's the tonnage going? Any better?
Are they getting better? The kitchen, you've got that whole area in the front that's known as the kitchen. But yeah, there's a lot of, and you're probably going to wake up tomorrow and be sore and like small little like twitch muscles that you're not used to using, but you're very active. You are like the most disciplined person I know when it comes to working out. I go through spurts where I'm like, I'm either really into it or not. And when I'm at the ranch, I don't like have I don't have a gym here, but I'm like, I don't need a gym because it's all manual labor. So like, that's my workout. But yeah, I'm into the idea of pickleball I'll play with you anytime. I'm not good. I think
play though.
Well, every now and then. I think that's the appeal of pickleball because you don't have to be, look, I don't want to paint ourselves with this brush, but we are athletic. So this is going to be not
You're
that
very
difficult.
athletic. I'm not.
So are you.
Ish.
So a ball change, 1-2 step, all the things. So I think that that's something that we could do together. I'm happy to go find some courts near us when you come back.
Cool.
And here's the issue that I have. Now that we're like, okay, we're in on pickleball, but now people are talking about this padel or paddle or
What
however
is
you want
that?
to.
I'm looking it up real quick. What is it?
It's basically like a rich person's pickleball, I think, or
Oh.
a version, because they have like, you have to have like pickleball. I feel you can play on a tennis court if you really needed to. You would like tape off the difference in size. But padel or paddle, whatever the fuck they want to call it, has walls. And so like you have to, like, that's a very specific setup. And I think it's like a hybrid between racquetball. I don't know. I'm probably getting it wrong. Anyways, people, now that I'm
I'm
back on
looking at it.
Instagram,
What's so different about it? I
you
don't see a
use the
wall.
wall. You don't? Yeah, there's like,
No.
it's in a, like, you like walled situation, so you can play off the walls. How many times can I say wall? From the window to the wall. I never know, is the window
Oh,
over here or is the wall over here? Yeah,
backside of the wall.
I don't know. So if anyone listening
Weird.
plays this sport, tell me which pronunciation we're using, and also why it's better or becoming like a more, I don't know, fancier.
Wow. 78 countries worldwide, 30,000 courts worldwide. I'm looking at this. What is Padel? Get
I don't,
Padel certified today.
yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Just when we got into pickleball, now they're changing it on us. So here
Chris
we go.
Myers loves some pickleball. That guy.
He
Oh, let's play some
does?
pickleball.
Oh
Hey.
my. I'm Chris Myers. I can't wait to see him at the
I
Fox
know.
gathering we're about to have. What a time.
I'm excited about seeing everybody at that. That'll be
Oh,
great.
excuse me. Don't put your phone on silent during a podcast. Is this the first time? And that
Anyone good?
ringtone, I don't know what that ringtone is. Can someone tell me how
Is
to
that
change
your
that?
phone?
I don't know. It sounds like a UFO. Someone took over. I don't know why. I
Who's
think that's
that?
my
Anybody
alarm.
good?
No, that's just a spam call. I don't know how to get off this
Mhm.
fucking spam list. I
I
swear to
know.
God. And then it's like, I know I've went on a rant about this before, but it's worth saying again. Every time you go and buy something, it's like, we need your phone number. And
I
it's like,
know.
oh, and then they like shame you. It's like, oh, you don't want to save 20% today by giving us your phone. No, I don't. And I don't want the credit card. I don't want any of that. I want to not give you my phone number. I want to not give you my email. Okay, well, then you can't get a receipt. It's like you're holding the receipt hostage. Well, you can't take it back without the receipt. So now I'm screwed. So if I don't give you all my information, fine, I'm just going to make up the number. I'm going to make up my email. I'm going to make up my number. And now you're going to be pissed because now I'm just giving you a bunch of bullshit. So which one do you want? Just print out the receipt, or I'm never coming back to the store. It's crazy. I hate these spam calls.
That
And
was
I'm
an
telling you,
incredible monologue.
these scammers are getting really good. I don't have Geico insurance, okay? Never had Geico insurance. I've gotten these like these things in the mail that look exactly like bills that are Geico insurance. It says like, oh, you're overdue on your payment. So then I call my insurance guy. I'm like, are we sure I don't have Geico? He's like, you don't have Geico for anything. And I'm like, the scammers are getting incredible. And then there's a 1-800 number on there. So then I call the 1-800 number and there's actually like a customer service person. And then it's like, they're just like, oh, well, just give us your credit card over the phone. I'm not stupid. So I know not to give my credit card over the phone. But what happens to these poor innocent people that are like, oh, okay, well, my bill's overdue, so here's my information. The scammers are getting really good
They
with the
are.
information.
They are. And with that, we are all out of time today.
I'm sorry, but like, I get
No,
really
that was
upset.
amazing. They're
I
getting really
do.
good. The whole thing where they're preying on elders, like, oh, that's
Yes.
so sad.
It is, because it's like, I think about, I mean, I'm almost in the elder category and I know not to do it, but it's like, there's going to come a point. Did I ever tell you about the time that someone called me? This is when I was really young. And they're like, oh my God, you haven't paid your taxes. You have to get to a Target and you have to go to the counter and you have to pay and da da da. Like,
Target.
yeah, it was like they go to Target. I swear to God. And I was like, wait, what? I know. That's when scammers were bad. Now scammers are good. Now they're sending me Geico bills that look exactly like it with the gecko on it and everything. No. I'm a State Farm gal. Anywho, so that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. My gal's playing pickleball. Oh, okay. So I'm back on Instagram and I've got
Okay,
something I need to bring up here.
go. I'm obsessed. You're back on Instagram.
I am sick. I'm banning the word obsessed.
Tell me why.
Because that's all people say. I'm obsessed with this. I'm
Hey
obsessed with
guys,
that.
so I'm obsessed with the latest trend over here. Let me show you how I do it. I'm not obsessed with the voices people are using on these Instagram. Hey guys, let me just show you what I've been up to in the kitchen today. I've whipped up this. No, I'm going to whip you in the face if you
Why
say
is it
that.
so
Just
seductive?
kidding.
It's so
But it's
seductive
not.
with
It's like the even keel, like, hey guys, so
monotone.
I'm over here and I decided to really ramp up my content by recording. What? Stop talking
What?
like that. No one talks like that. Hey
So,
guys.
yes, okay. So let's power rank annoying things that people do on Instagram, okay? Do not post an attractive picture of yourself and write some quote, okay,
There
by
it is.
Atticus. Or
There it
say
is.
like, whatever, Oscar Wilde. It's like, I looked into the deep blue sea. Bitch, no, you just thought you looked good. So post a picture of yourself looking real good and the caption should say, I look good. That's it.
That was
Okay?
so good.
Like enough of these deep-seated quotes. I think I probably used to do that back in the day where it was like, I was like, oh, I just want to be like so demure. No, just say you look good, okay? Like enough with this like ridiculous quote that accompanies you in a bathing suit. Like
You brought this up last week and you had such a good point. Yeah, just say, you know what? It took me 45 pictures to find this one.
45
Like,
pictures.
yeah.
And I look incredible.
Say that.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
know what? I will like that post. I'm not going to like it if you give me some inspiration chicken soup for the soul. Is that still a book that people are reading? Because I love those books. But so that's my issue. If you post a picture of yourself and you look great, say you look great. 2, stop saying you're obsessed with everything because now, I don't know, you're obsessed with literally everything. The food, the new pillow, the new outfit. No. Pick one thing to be obsessed with, and that's where you get to use the word. The other thing I don't like is these people doing tutorials and they're tapping on the product. Now,
Oh,
here's what I mean.
God.
They do
Enough.
this
What
and
is that?
they hold the product up and this is my moisturizer I use. Why are we tapping? And here's the problem. This started with one influencer. Now all the influencers think that they got to tap on the product. You don't have to tap on it, okay? Tap the link and I'll buy the product. But if you're tapping on the product, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to use the discount code. And your insights are going to be really bad for that company that is paying you to post that thing. Okay? So stop tapping.
Hey,
Yeah.
I looked up other words for obsessed,
Oh, you're nuts.
thesaurus.com. I'm
Yeah,
captivated, dominated. No, strong matches, bedeviled, beset, bewitched, controlled, dog. I don't understand. Is this working out?
Those are synonyms. Bewitched for obsessed.
Captivated, dominated, haunted, preoccupied, troubled. What?
Are you sure we're on synonyms?
Huh.
Huh,
Okay.
okay, well, we'll keep looking. But yeah,
Antonyms.
I apologize if I have done any of these things on Instagram at any point in my 15 years on this platform. Say the word obsessed, tap on the product, and or post a picture and use some inspirational quote. No.
And not this time, sweetheart.
No,
No.
it's crazy. Anyways, that's what I've been up to is just judging everybody on Instagram. This is why I go off of it, is because I just need to put my efforts into other things, not judging other people. But right now, it's like they're giving me so much material to work with. Whew.
I get it, sister. I get it. All right. Tapping, pickleball. We've done that. I'm starting therapy this week. I'm really excited. I don't
I'm
know
happy
about
for you.
you, but the first week is always tough. The first couple of visits, because that's the cry session. I feel like,
Oh.
we got to really dig in there.
Okay, well, as an expert in therapy, I'm obsessed with therapy. I do not like the first few sessions with a new therapist because
Yeah.
you gotta go bring back all the things, right? And
Mhm.
this is me in therapy, thinking I already have the answers. I'm like, okay, no, it's not daddy issues. I literally said this to my therapist when I started. I go, I love my dad, so pick a different category because
Yeah.
you're not gonna get anywhere with that one. And so the therapist is like looking at me like, oh, this chick thinks she has all the answers. Why is she even here?
What do you need me for?
Yeah, exactly. So the first few sessions are tough for me is because it's just like, it's probably why I stay with the same therapist
You're
for
in the
so long.
weeds.
You got to go like, deep in the recesses and really sort of set the stage of why and how you ended up here in this room. How
I
about the
know.
like little waiting area that you have to wait in? And you're
I'm
like,
doing mine on Zoom. I'm so excited.
oh, I'm happy for
Yeah.
you.
I think that'll
The
help.
room thing's weird. Yeah, that'll be good for you. I think you'll
Talk
like
about
that.
the room thing. What do you mean?
The room thing, anyone that's been to therapy, you know the room. You go in and you have to push the button and let the therapist know that you're there and you're like sitting
Oh,
in the room by yourself and it's just like feels like you're about to like go into confessional or something and it's just like lonely and you feel sad and there's like these magazines on like how to help your life and are you depressed? Why? So I am excited for you for the Zoom thing because then you'll be in your own element, you'll have your coffee, you won't feel like it's sterile. Mhm.
true. True. Yeah, we'll see. I really want to keep it up. I really do. I
When
went
was the
for a
last time you went?
while. Last time I went was actually before my trial.
Oh,
Kind of like
wow.
in the week. No, that's not true. It was after my dad. It was after my trial. I think it was after my trial because I just, yeah,
Okay.
felt like I had a lot of stuff I had to kind of unpack. It was good
Yeah.
though. It was very, very helpful. And then my dad got sick and I went again. I just need to keep it up. And that's a hard thing to do, especially with, after next month, it's going to be like, "Ugh, I don't really have
Okay,
much
but
time, but I want to make time for it."
I will say this. So is it somebody new that you're going to?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Was it a referral from somebody and you don't
Yeah.
have okay, I'm ready for a new therapist. So we won't go to the same one. I think that's too close to home. But if anyone in the greater Los Angeles, actually, it doesn't matter if it's on Zoom.
It doesn't.
I would like a new therapist too. I've tried out a few. I'm not really clicking with anyone, but I will say for your situation for therapy, I think because you're somebody that is very dedicated. If you want to do something, you'll stick with it. So I don't foresee this being a problem for you, but I will also, if you're not asking me to, but hold you accountable because you will be like very diligent about working out or doing certain things that you want. So just make it a priority. What are you
My
trying
new
to do? Once a
obsession for
week? Once a month?
pickleball, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna ask the old doc what they think I should do. Are we
Okay.
calling them a doc or what are they?
I don't ever tell you the time that Steve and I went to couples therapy together.
No.
Oh, it wasn't even couples therapy. It was my therapist. And he was great. He was like, hey, I think that you should bring Steve in. And this is like right when we first started like dating because a lot of my issues was from my past
Sure.
relationships. And so Steve had never been to therapy before. Well, you can only imagine what Steve-O was like in the old therapist thing. So we go in. He's like, hey, doc, how's it going? Just like jumps in all jovial as can be. And he goes, which couch should I sit on? Does it matter where I sit? Do I put the pillow behind my back? Do I have it on my lap? The therapist is like cracking up, thinks he's so funny. And now Steve's asking the therapist questions. Pretty soon the session's over and I've gotten nothing out of it. And Steve and the therapist are bonding and laughing hysterically. And so then when I go to the next therapy session and I start bitching about Steve, the therapist goes, I don't think there's anything wrong with Steve. Steve seemed like a great guy. Well, now I've
I'm the
sabotaged it
problem.
because exactly it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me because now he thinks Steve is so great. Anytime I'm
So
bitching about
great.
Steve, he's like, yeah, I didn't get that. And I'm like, yeah, because he was doing his whole stand-up comedy routine. Okay. Exactly. So don't bring Jared to therapy.
Yeah,
If
don't
you
bring your significant other. It's about me, not about how great they are. I know. The
um,
woman asked me today, she was like, "So what do you really want to focus on?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. I got a lot of stuff. Let me dive right in." So, yeah.
oh
It'll
my
be
God,
good.
this is so cathartic though. I feel like it's like
I don't know
like a
where to begin.
from start at the beginning. Okay. Dive all the way back to the beginning. No, I
So in kindergarten, my mom sent me to school with underpants when the elastic band was shot. And as I was walking off the bus, they slowly started creeping down. I didn't want to pull them off because I was like, everyone will see my bum. So I just walked into class with the underpants around my ankles. And my mom felt so bad because we had just
oh
moved.
my God.
We had just moved from Maine to San Antonio and the moving truck wasn't there yet. So my mom's like, these were the last pair of undies. They were shot for you. I threw them on. I thought they'd
Oh
stay
my
up. I'm wearing a dress. They fall down. I walk to class, underwear around the ankles, kindergarten. Hey, I'm Erin Andrews. It's my first day. How we doing?
oh my God, you're adorable. Oh,
Pull them up. You're fine.
you're
I didn't want
hysterical.
anyone to see my bum.
Oh my God. You want to know what's funny? That was you.
What?
That was you in kindergarten. I'm 43, 43 years old. And here's my therapy. Hi, I'm Charissa. Welcome to therapy. This is my therapy session. I'm in a dress. And don't worry, I wear shorts underneath them.
You look
Do you want to
adorable.
do you want to know why I wear shorts underneath
Why?
them? Because that's from my trauma in elementary school when I was on the bar and you remember the bar that you go on and you'd flip
You
over it
flip?
and I flipped and then my skirt went up because I thought I was going to flip back over and it wasn't going to be an issue. No, it went up and everyone saw my underwear and I was so embarrassed. And so to this day, if I'm wearing no one's even here at the ranch. No one's here. It's just me. But I'm also like on the ranch, no one needs to just be like in a thong underneath your dress as there's like bugs going up my dress. But I'm like, I'm going to wear boy shorts anytime there's like a really short skirt. So that's what I'm up to, is still being traumatized from the Friday flip up day.
Hey,
In
what's
elementary
wrong with
school.
us? Do you think
A
it all
lot.
started there? Friday flip up day in kindergarten, your undies are shot?
I mean, I hadn't thought about it.
You know, the rubber band that kind of comes out of the elastic, like they
Yeah.
were like, yeah, I
Yeah.
remember it. Like, yeah, couldn't stay up my little skinny bum.
Oh my God. So when they're like, oh, is it daddy issues? No, it's underwear in
It
kindergarten.
was
What?
underwear issues.
Oh my God. Yeah, but
Did you ever
therapy
pee
is
your
so
pants in
fun.
school when you were younger?
In school, I peed my pants like 5 years ago when I was drinking too much.
I
We had
usually
this
pee my pants when I'm with you, so that's an issue. I peed my pants when here we go. When we were filming that show with Ken Jeong, like we were just laughing
Yeah.
so hard and so tired. Like I peed my pants. I was just like, it
It's what
happened.
it is. I know, and
Yeah.
I've never birthed a child, so I can only imagine. I don't have a strong bladder, as we've
I
discussed
don't
at length
either.
on this show, hence the UTIs. But anyone struggling with UTIs, guys, by the way, if you're listening, you're welcome.
Sure. Okay.
I found out why I was getting them all the time is because I don't go to the bathroom when I have to go to the bathroom, because it's like, oh, I don't want to have to
I don't
go to the bathroom.
either.
So now when I feel like I have to go, I go to the bathroom like a big girl and I don't get UTIs anymore because my bladder was weakening. And that is why, not a medical term, but that is what ended up happening. So you're welcome, everybody. If you're having excessive UTIs and it's not from having sex and not going to the bathroom, it's probably because you're holding your pee and you're being lazy and not going to the bathroom.
You know,
Or just pee your pants. Do
sure.
whatever.
I peed my pants in the first grade, I think, and I'll never forget it. Okay. You can tell Ryan is really into these stories
Over
that
our
he's like
conversation. I
reminding
know.
us remaining topics. Sorry, Ryan. We're just talking about peeing our pants. Remaining topics. When your boyfriend, husband knows you're mad.
Oh,
This
okay.
is you.
So I thought I sent it to you on Instagram, maybe from the
look.
calm down thing, because it's worth revisiting, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, did I not?
Let
No,
me
it must have been
see.
from
I don't know.
another account. Okay.
Oh.
Anyways, here, hold on. Oh, I logged into the old Instagram account for us. Calm down. Did I not send it to you? Because it's really funny. Hold on. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. 4 signs that your girlfriend's not into you. Strength increases by 90%. We'll put it up on the
I want to
thing.
keep watching. Show me.
Okay, hold on. I'll start it over. Hold on. Strength increases by 90%.
Oh yeah, that's
Speed,
valid.
50%. Desire to be touched decreases 80%.
Yep.
And her ability to listen or to me is 0. So it made me laugh. If you guys were listening to that and it was ambient noise, I'll explain it. This guy's in the grocery store and he's basically just outlining how he knows his girlfriend's like pissed at him.
Yeah.
And it's so true because anytime I'm mad at Steve and then I'm like, I'm just going to do everything myself, where it's like, if my thumb's even like hurting and broken right now. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to lift up that cooler. I'm going to do everything I want to do without asking for his help. I got it. Exactly. And then if it's like he's talking to me, I definitely heard him and I'll pretend like I don't hear him. And he's like, did you hear me? I'll wait for him to say, did you hear me the third time? And then finally I'm like, yeah, I heard you. So I'll ignore him. And I was trying to think about some of the other things that like if he texts and I'm mad at him, I'll wait all day to respond, to the point where like he's then called, he's put a question mark on the text, and I'll just completely ignore him. And I'm trying to think of some of the other things I do. So what do you do when Jarrett's mad at, or you're mad at Jarrett?
I just give a look like,
oh, the look.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you a silent treatment person? Because I'll also give the silent treatment.
I wish I was a silent treatment person. I think that would help my life a little bit more. Unfortunately, I think you need to hear what I'm thinking, and that's not great.
Mm-hmm. I'm both, actually. I'll give you the silent treatment, but then once that silent treatment's over, I just unleash. And I actually am trying to be better, hence therapy, on my communication. So like if I'm mad at him for something, I don't want to keep it silent. I'll say to him, like I walked in the room the other night and I was like, so the reason why I was acting like that was because da da da. And I was like, in an effort, and this is how I started, in an effort to over communicate, this is why I was acting like that. Da da da. And then give him a chance to respond. And I think it's helpful. But yeah, I don't want to have the same bad habits that I've had in my past. And I like Steve enough to want to resolve them.
Yeah.
But I go through phases where I want to be really mature about it. And then other times I want to just be like, and that's not good either.
I want, and this also goes back to the therapy session or therapy that I'm going to start doing. I want to be able to communicate better. I know that I'm not dragging you into this, but you are dragged into this right now. You and I carry a lot. We are doing a lot, probably more than a normal person should do responsibility wise. We just have a lot going on. And I feel like when I am kind of carrying a little too much, doing a little too much, my patience is way too thin and my communication isn't fantastic.
Mm.
That's not his fault that I've decided to juggle 17 things at once. I also get really not frustrated with the baby, but I want it to go so well because I know my time
Mm.
is so limited with him. Like today, we got up and Jarrett was sleeping in. And so I got up with the baby and I was trying to help feed him and so forth. He's not even a baby anymore. I just say that. And he's just in a phase right now. I heard this happens when you turn 2. No, 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 no,
Mm.
no, 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 no. Like we're screaming a lot. We don't want to eat. I want to eat because we're going to kids camp. Like, and we just don't want to eat and nothing's making us happy and we don't want to put a new diaper on and we don't. And I'm like, okay, buddy. And I hear myself and I would say no to me too. No, mom, you're annoying as hell. And I just want him to come downstairs and help. It's not like we don't have
Mm.
help, but I'd love like, can you help me with this too? And today I kind of did a little bit of a silent treatment and look on the way out. And I just said, how can we get through this easier, like without me getting mad at you in the morning? Cause I'm sure that's not a fun place to live. And he's like, just come up and get me. Well, I can't
Mm.
come up and get with you because I'm trying to change a piss diaper, you know?
That's a good but your awareness to say like, hey, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be
Yeah.
frustrated because you guys are a team and your goal and objective is always to put Mac first and foremost and to win together with him. So it's like even acknowledging that like you don't want to be like that, I think is appreciated by Jarrett. I mean, I know him well enough to know that him just even saying that, he's probably like, thank you, instead of just getting
Yeah.
mad. Is there, I know this is maybe cheesy and this is maybe something you can bring up with your therapist, but like that code word or like a
Mistletoe.
nickname. Yeah, yeah,
Mistletoe.
mistletoe. Exactly. Something, but like, I don't know. I find, and I know I've talked to you know far too well about our nicknames, Steve and I's and with Tommy and Linda, but like it does help to have either a nickname for one another or a code word. Like if all hell's breaking loose with Mac and you really need help, where it is something like mistletoe or something where it's like kind of that code word where you guys know to sort of
Yeah.
like disarm, like the temperature's rising, George Bush, like I need
I
help on
know.
something. I don't know, because then that way at least you know we aren't in each other's like heads. Like we don't know what our
Yeah.
significant other's thinking. But if you have a common word or a common phrase or a sentence or something, at least there's commonality in that phrase where at least you can be on the same page, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel
Right.
like
Right.
Steve, I mean, Steve and I were talking yesterday about dog daycare and getting frustrated because I was like, well, I need to have your schedule and I need to figure out like, I can only imagine the conversations that you have to have when you have a child. When our conversations, all Steve and I have to argue about is who's watching Willis and Daisy when we're not home. So for you guys, it's only understandable, and for anyone at home that has kids, like how you communicate, because it's all new to you too.
I know. And I feel like there's this pressure right now, and we've discussed this before, because I have such limited time with him that I want my time to be great. My kid's teething. Like he was super pissed off last night. We tried to do a fun family dinner with our friends that were in town with their kids. And like Mac just wasn't having it. And it's like, I need to learn. And I don't get my panties in a wad. It's more or less like I'm just like, damn it, this isn't working out. He's teething. Nothing's making him happy. It's not
Mm,
on you, girl. Like, get over
yeah.
yourself. But I just like, I built it up in my head. The other day we were out with our friends. We were doing some stuff and the kids were at a camp and it was like, okay, when we get back, like, let's take them to dinner. And the kids were pissed and the dinner like went up in smokes. Like Mac was like, I'm over it. I want to go home. And so we brought him home and it was like, damn it. And it was so
Mm,
funny because I like was being so hard on myself in the morning, being like, what are we giving the kids for dinner? What are we doing? And then the dinner didn't even freaking end up happening. We came
yeah.
back and had macaroni and cheese. So it's like, ah,
Well, that's your desire because I'm not a therapist, but I'm just listening to you. You have such high expectations for
do.
yourself and your life and everyone. And that's what's made you wildly successful. But with kids, and again, I don't mean to speak out of turn not having one, but it's like the rules don't apply to them. Like you said, like everything's going at the window. So what have you learned about yourself though in those moments where like you have to deviate plans or you have to adjust and not everything is going to be exactly how you had envisioned it? Like,
It's just not going to be perfect. And I
yeah.
think like, and during football, I think this is another reason why I have to go to therapy is like, because I have such limited time, like I want this lunch and this school drop off to go perfect because I'm not going to
Yeah.
see you for 3 days. Girl, it's not. You have to relax.
But you know that. I think
Yeah,
that's
but I'm not
fantastic.
executing it.
Okay.
I'm 3rd and 4 and I'm fumbling, man.
Yeah, but guess what? You've called the right play. You just haven't executed it. So
I
you're
know.
on the right track. That's way different than just being like, fuck, this whole playbook needs to go out the window. I have no idea what I'm doing and we're going to lose the game. Like you just have to find that one little thing in you that goes quote with the flow, quote unquote. Like, all right, fine. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like you're big on levity. Find something that's funny. Like that's where I think like you and Jared
Yeah.
having that thing that can make you laugh in those stressful situations
That's a good
is
point.
really good because once you turn from frustrated to laughter, like now we're good.
Yeah.
Now
You're
we're
right.
fine.
You're right.
So all right.
We
Well, if your therapist is unavailable for Zoom,
I'll
let's just
call
get back on
you.
here and work through our problems. But no, it's always easier to diagnose somebody else's problems than look at your own. But I'm really proud of you. I think therapy is going to be amazing. And it's a reminder for me to get back out there as well, because we don't have all the answers, even though I'd like to think that I am the self-help guru. But yeah, if
I
anyone,
want to be easier to live with and married to as well. I'm wound so tight anyways that I just know with everything coming up in the season and all these extra things, I just don't want to be like, ah,
That's Erin, that is
anywho.
very good self-awareness. And I'm with you because I can work on that too. I think that my issue is like I'm very self-aware of what my strengths and weaknesses are, but I just need to find the solution instead of continuing to make the same mistake
I
over
know,
and over again. So
you know.
all right, well, we'll give ourselves some grace. Anyone that's listening out there, we love
She
you. We
died 30
appreciate
years ago.
you. Is your house on fire? I love
Real
you.
quick, have you watched The Quarterback at all?
I have not. I have not. I'm excited to watch it though. On this season, we've got Jared Goff, Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins is back, and then who else is on it?
Joe Burrow,
Joe Burrow.
who
Wonderful.
I
So you watch?
don't know much about. We don't get to cover him really. We do
I
have a
know.
Bengals Bills game this year, which I'm excited about. But yeah, it's kind of cool I watched him with his stylist pick out his outfits. That was very interesting, very
Cute.
cute. There was this part where Jared Goff, they were talking about the trade and so forth, and he got a little teary, and I thought it was so nice,
Oh,
sweet. He's a good guy, and there's just something about Kirk Cousins that's just like the dad next door. It's very
so
sweet.
likable.
Yeah.
That's on Netflix. I'm excited to see that. I feel like, especially on the Joe Burrow part, because he is so private and doesn't, you don't get to see like a lot of him.
Mhm.
So yeah. Okay.
What
Okay.
else are you watching right now? Oh, HGTV, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know me and my design shows. I'm watching one right now that's this couple in England, and
Ooh.
they're restoring a manor. They bought this place, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
this
you told me
whole
about this.
yeah. King Henry the 13th, I think, was the only other person who lived in it, and they're gutting it. And every now that I'm done with renovations, because I've been on a 3-year, even with
I'm
House and Home,
proud
was
you're
like a
taking a minute.
2-year full in on like 50 projects. For anyone that's wondering, no one's wondering, Charissa. That's the
Stop it.
other thing. That's the other thing that just made me think about it. When people on Instagram go, oh, for all of you that have been asking, no one's been asking. Okay. No, show me the receipts of all the people that have been asking for your
The
skincare routine.
followers you paid for.
I mean,
Enough.
what are we? Everyone's been asking. I need some receipts. Show me. That better be a CVS size receipts of all the people that have been asking for you to jump on here and be so self-righteous. I know I sound like I'm being a hater on these people.
No, you're
but I
not.
just think it is wild that this like, oh yeah, everyone cares. I'm going to tell you.
Feedback I received.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed.
Hey,
So
Charissa went
what?
down a real tutorial for me one night in the French Riviera when we were having some salsa from a Mazwa. He was showing me how you can tell if people have paid for followers.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
Yes. So I had somebody that I dated back in the day, and they have millions of followers. There ain't no way, okay, that this person has millions of followers. And I called this person out on it one time, and I was like, bro, we know you bought your followers. And they got so
Where do
offended.
they sell these followers? Where do you buy them?
Anyone can buy, but this is like the dead giveaway when people buy followers. You could have like millions of followers, and then you have like 5 likes on your post. It's like, well, okay. And then Steve, Mr. Marketing Steve, who knows everything, he's like, yeah, but then you can pay people to comment, you can pay people to like. And I'm like, I would be so deathly afraid of being caught in this, like, you buy followers, you buy comments, you buy likes. Like, how embarrassing. Forget you in your underwear falling down at the bus stop in kindergarten. I would be caught with my pants down and literally be like, oh my God, I've just been exposed that I buy followers. Like, yeah, but that's a thing. And I'm like, I don't understand how these brands hire these people to whatever, promote stuff. And they're not looking at like the correlation of the likes versus the followers. So if any people know on how this all works, I just know that you can buy them. And I would rather lose all my followers than buy one and be exposed for that. Be like, this bitch is buying some likes.
Where do you buy them?
I don't know.
But like buyfollowers.com, boat.com, like where are you buying this?
Mm-hmm.
I am such a loser. I don't know anything.
No, you don't need to know this because you have real followers. And look,
I'm losing them, I think.
If that's well, I'm going to tell you why I'm lose followers by the day, because if you're not active on Instagram, there's so much pressure. You got to stay active. You got to respond to the comments. Steve goes, you better start responding to some of these comments on here, because now there's an algorithm. Yeah, he goes, if you don't respond, then they dock you on that. And I'm like, is this an Uber rating where it's like, I don't know what my Instagram rating is. And it's like, because my engagement is not there and I don't follow up on things. It's like, oh my God, this is so much pressure.
Oh my God.
I just want to post
between
a picture
my underpants falling down in kindergarten and buying followers. I don't know what to do.
And I've got a cold in the middle of July. All hell's breaking loose. I love you. We don't even need to get to the headlines.
No,
literally. Okay, my gal. Well, I'm very proud of you. I love you very much.
Thank you guys for listening. Train with me. Come on, let's do this together.
I'm going to. I actually would love any referrals. They don't have to be anonymous. On a good therapist, somebody. I've only fun fact, I've only had men therapists. So maybe I should try a woman. I don't know. I'm open to all things, but I will definitely get back on the therapy train because I could use a little fine tuning.
Hey, what do you think the headlines are going to be on you and I talking about therapy?
Irish Star, Erin and Charissa in a deep, dark depression seek therapy. Charissa pees her pants, seeks therapy. Charissa mean to her
Erin
boyfriend.
Can't keep her pants on.
Erin can't keep her pants on. Charissa can't keep a man, seeks therapy. He's not the one, seeks therapy. I mean, I don't know. The headlines write themselves.
It's so good.
And Erin and Charissa buying followers? ?
Nope. Don't know how.
Bye. I love you.
Love you. Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeart Radio.
For more podcasts from iHeart Radio, visit the iHeart Radio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.